Hey cozy friends, welcome back to the channel. So we are going to talk about the back controls. So we have here the big screen zone. I think of that as my mini TV. So it basically shows you what the camera sees and all your settings. So this flips and rotates. I'll show you. And it's a touch screen. So you can touch on it. And it closes inward for when you are traveling. You can keep it nice and safe. Perfect. Next, let's talk about the brain zone, which is our menu and our FN functions button. So the menu button is the big binder. Think of it that way. And it opens the full menu. This is your full menu right here. Every setting lives right in here. So this is pretty much where you change big things, your file format, your custom buttons, all that's in here. So I look at it like any big decision that I'm going to make, it all lives right here in the menu screen. So you're not touching this all the time, just mainly when you're like setting up. All right, the FN button, favorites now. This is that girl. You press her and a small strip of quick settings comes up. And you can keep all your favorite things in here. You can keep your white balance, your focus mode, your steady shot, your audio level. All those good things can be kept right in here. So instead of us having to dig through this big menu, we can just put all our favorite things in the favorites tray. So FN, hey, favorites now, things and settings that I change all the time. All right, your control zone is your wheel, your playback, and your trash. So the control wheel, I look at it as my cozy compass because it goes in all 4 directions. And by default, Sony assigns them. So the top is display, the right is ISO, the bottom is exposure, comp, which is the brightness, and then the left is the drive mode, which is like single shot burst, self-timer. And then the center of this is your OK or select. And you can customize that later. So this is a cozy compass, that points to something important in the camera. So let's talk about each of these real quick. So the display, that changes how much information you see on the screen. So right now you see that my screen is really busy. It's too busy for me. It's very intimidating. And so I'm gonna change it because I would like it to be simple. The right of the wheel is the ISO, which is light sensitivity. So it controls how sensitive the camera is to light. So higher the ISO, the brighter the image, but you have more grain. And ISO, I see it like I see outside. So it tells the camera how hard to try to see in the light you're in. And then the bottom of the wheel is your exposure compensation, which is like your brightness slider. And it's the bright to dark slider, if you can see that plus and minus sign right there. And what that does is when you're in auto or semi-auto modes, the plus is brighter and the minus is darker. So it's like I look at it like a mood switch, like a dimmer switch. So too bright, too moody, I can either adjust it up or down. And the left of the wheel is the drive self-timer. So it's how the camera takes pictures, single shot, continuous burst, self-timer. So when I think of drive, I think of how fast the camera clicks, how fast the car drives. The center button, it confirms your choices. So you can customize this to ISO and focus area if you want to, but the center button is just like you saying yes. Playback button right here is you going down memory lane. So you want to just check whatever picture you have, whatever video you recorded before moving on. You know, if the focus is good, all that. You know, if my lips are ashy, if my hands are ashy, you want to check all that. And trash is just what you want to toss, deleting your photos or your clips. All right, cozy friends, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me through this. And it's time to put her to the test. So I'm excited about that. Please stick around and see how I utilize this beautiful camera. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. See ya.